Hello students, today I am going to teach you computer chapter number 2 and this is the first part of the video, means video number 1 of chapter 2. The name of the chapter is File Management and Data Organization. So first of all we will see what is file. A file is a collection of information that is stored on some storage device. It may be stored on a pen drive, hard disk, CD, DVD, etc. So, a collection of information stored on some storage device. Second, management. What is management? Management means to manage your file. Means you can copy your file, you can move your file, you can delete your file, you can rename your file, you can access your file, you can view your file in different formats. So this is known as managing your file. You can edit your files. Data organization, and data is raw facts and figures, and organization means how to organize your data. Whatever you feed into computer, how to organize that data, how to manage your files, we will study in this chapter. So we will discuss about how to view, copy, move files, transfer data from one device to another. So the first heading is moving or copying a file or folder from one drive to another. Moving a file or folder means shifting it from its original location source to another location destination, whereas copying a file folder means to create a duplicate copy of the selected file and folder. Means if you are transferring file from one place to another, that is known as moving a file, shifting it. And when you make copy, that is known as copying a file. Now we will see this. To view the contents of D drive, double click on the computer icon on the desktop, and when you will click on this computer icon, what you will see, it will display the hard drives, CD drives, DVD drives, removable devices and network location that are connected to your computer. Now double click on D drive, it will display all the files and folders stored in it. Now select any file or folder that you want to move or copy. Click on the Organize button and select the Cut Copy option from drop down menu. From the left pane, select the drive where you want to move and copy the file, suppose E drive. Now click on the Paste option in the Organize drop down menu. Notice that the file gets moved or copied to the new location. Now we will see how to copy or move a file practically. Let's do it. So this is our desktop. So first of all we will click on my computer or this PC, this icon. Now you can see the window. Here left hand side you can see all the hard disk drives, local disk C, local disk D, local disk E, CD drive, G, network. Now if you want to see the files stored in D drive, you have to double click on it and you can see the files stored in it, different files. Now what you want to do, you want to move one file from D drive to E drive. So first of all select that file. Suppose I want to move this file, so I will select this, then I will click on Cut option from here, or you can use your mouse, right click on it, you will get this menu, pop-up menu, click on Cut option from here. So you have the choice from where you want to use these options. So click on Cut, then from the left hand side click on local disk E. Now if you want to paste here, then click on Paste. Now you will see that your file is moved from D drive to E drive. Now see, no file is here and we have moved our file from D to E. So this is the way how we move a file from one drive to another drive using cut and paste. Now we will see how to copy a file. Suppose click on D drive, and here's a picture, this one, with two cute puppies. So what we will do, we will just copy this file. So we will right click and click on copy, or leave it. You just use the commands from here. Click on copy, then click on local disk E, then click on paste. Now see, it is in E drive also, and it is in D drive also. In D drive and in local disk E also, same picture. So you have copied file. So now we have successfully learned how to copy a file or how to move a file from one place to another place. Now the next heading is moving or copying a file or folder between storage devices. So to move your one file or folder from one device to another means, if you want to move your file from D drive to a pen drive, follow these steps. What you have to do? First of all, you have to attach a pen drive. Then right click on the start button, open Window Explorer option, select D drive from the navigation pane on the left. Then what you have to do? Select the file or folder that you want to move to the pen drive. Right click on the file or folder, select cut or copy option from the shortcut menu. As per your requirement, what you want to do, copy or you want to move. Then click on the pen drive icon from the left pane. The drive opens. Right click on the blank area in the right pane and select the paste option. You will observe that the selected file or folder is shifted from D drive to your computer to your pen drive. Now let's see how to do this. Now first of all, what I have to do, I have to attach my pen drive. So I am attaching my pen drive to my laptop. Second, I will click on my PC. From left hand side, I will click on D, local disk D. Now can you see this pigeon? Now I will move this pigeon from this local disk D to my pen drive. So I will click cut, then left pane, I will click on my pen drive and I will click right click and paste. And you can see that the picture has moved. The picture has moved from local disk D to my pen drive. Now it is not in my D drive. If you want to copy a picture, what to do? Same thing. Suppose this beer ones. Select this, click on copy, then click on pen drive, then click on paste. Now you can see this. So it is here also and it is in D drive also. Same picture. So we have learned how to copy or move file from a drive to another device or pen drive, another storage device. Now we will see searching a file or folder. Windows offers a number of ways to find files and folders. Search box offers the most direct way to locate a file using search box. If you are looking for a common file type, you remember all or part of the file or folder you want to search, or you know the date when you last modified it, changed it. To search a file or folder, you have to click on start button and you will find the search box. Located at the bottom of the left pane. Type either the part of the file or folder name or complete name, or type a word or phrase that is present in the file. As you type, the item that match your text will appear on the start menu. Select the desired file or folder, double click on it. The file will open in a new window. Otherwise, simply click on the search box and the following three options will appear on the top of the search box. You get the options apps, documents and web. Now choose the document options. Type the name of the document is to be searched in the search box and select the file and click on it to open. Now let's see how to do this. Click here on the start button and you can see search box here. In search box, suppose I typed, 1 minute please, I typed class. So you can see as I typed class, all the files folders related to class appeared here. If I click on my stuff, I will get the options also. In 2010 you get some extra options. So documents, it will show you only the documents. Then folders, it will show you the folders. If you will click on videos, it will show you the videos related to class. So this is the way how we use search box. Means you have to type the word, partial name, half name, whatever you remember, or the full name, and as you type you will get all the searched items on the start menu list. So this is the way how to search the things using search box. Now we will study about searching a file using wild characters. And you have heard wildcard entry in reality shows also. So wildcard are the special symbols that can be used to search a file or folder whose exact name you do not know. Means you do not know the complete name. There are two wildcard characters, asterisk and question mark. As you can see here, these are the two wildcards, asterisk and question mark, commonly supported in Windows to search any information. Using wildcard character asterisk, this one, this how to use this one, asterisk. The wildcard character asterisk can be used to replace a string of text in search term that means any type and number of character in its place. Suppose you remember that my file started with the letter L and you don't know after that, and you don't know the extension also, whether it could be a PowerPoint file, it could be a Word file, or you don't remember exactly, you know only the starting letter. Then you will use asterisk, means any string, any character or any number. So L asterisk dot full stop, that asterisk for extension. Now it will show you all the files related to it, just like letter document, lottery PPT as you can see on the screen, locality text file and so on. Asterisk.docx will search. If you will give the extension name, then it will search all the document files that starts from L letter, but they must be a document file because you have given the extension. If you will not give the extension, then it will search all the files. Let's see how to do this practically. Here in search, suppose I typed KIPS and asterisk. As you see, all the files related to KIPS are shown here. If I type kip abstract.docx, then it will show me only the document file. If I use pptx PowerPoint file, it will show me the PowerPoint file if I am giving the extension. If I am not giving the extension, then what it is, I am using only asterisk dot, then full stop. After that, for extension also I don't know, so I will use again asterisk. So it will show all the related files of PowerPoint files also and Word files also. So this is the way. Now we will see the second wildcard character, question mark. The wildcard character question mark can be used in place of any single letter or symbol. Kips question mark dot doc will search for all the files whose name begin with Kips followed by any one character and extension as .docx. Suppose you know the first part of the file name and you know the extension also, but you do not remember that after that what was there. You forget some part of the file name. So what you will do? You will use question mark. So suppose Kips and .docx, so it will show all the document like Kips1 document, Kips P document, and so on. Whatever would be the followed by Kips, it will show you that, but it must be a document file as you have given the extension. So in the same way, here it is shown LDOCX R.pptx etxt. So and these both can be used in combination also. Means if you don't know the letter, then use question mark and then use asterisk for the extension also. Let's see how to do all these things practically. I hope you will understand. Click here and type KIPS Kips, then question mark, then dot asterisk. It will show you all the files related to, means Kips1, Kips5, it is showing you the all files. But if you will type docx, then it will show you only the document file Kips followed by 07. So we do not remember what was there, so we typed only question mark instead of 07 and it showed us the file that Kips followed by 5 is there, Kips followed by 07 is there. So these are the files and we can use it. If we don't know the extension, we can use asterisk here. So it will show you the other files also, means the presentation files and document files. So this is the way how we use the wildcard characters in our search box. Understanding different file formats. Students, you might have noticed that while finding a file or folder using wildcard characters, we made use of the file format extension of a file, just like .docx, pptx, but you are aware of what a file format is. Let us understand the concept of file formats. Different types of files can be stored in the computer. Text documents, image files, presentation, etc. Each type of file has a different file format extension associated with it. So a file format is a standard way for encoding information in a computer file. Means computer recognizes the files, each file differently. So we save file in such a way that computer can recognize it. So we have given the extension to each file, so computer can recognize it. So we encode the files in a standard way that computer can recognize the files. So a file format is a standard way for encoding information in a computer file. It is generally indicated by files extension. So computer may identify the file. Means a file extension contains 3 or 4 letters appended at the end of the file name and separated by a period full stop. Means at the end of the file name you use full stop, then you use 2 or 3 letters extension. Just like a document file, you use full stop after the file, dot, then doc or docx for documents. For a spreadsheet, present MS Excel, you use XLS or XLSX. For image files, different formats are there. GIF is there, JPG is there, PNG is there, TIFF is there. For audio files, MP3, WAV, presentation, PPT or PPTX. Now you must be thinking that why doc and docx different, because in earlier versions in MS Office the extensions doc were used. Now the updated versions in them, this extension has been also updated. Now we use docx in 2010 Office and other. So now you see in videos you also have seen many times mp4 videos are there, mkv videos are there, hd movies. So there are different extensions for file. Now we will see sorting files. Sorting the desktop items means arranging them in a proper order. Windows lets you sort files by name, by size, item type, date modified. So you can arrange your files by name or by their size, by their type and by their dates. Sorting helps us in easy retrieval of the required files. If there are so many files and they are mixed up, you would not able to find out your file. But if they are systematically arranged, suppose the files of your school, if they are not separated and stored in different folders according to your class, you would not able to find out. But when they are stored class wise, you have to click your class 6th, then you have to click your section B or C or D, and then you have to open your file and you can access. So when the files are systematically arranged, you can easily access them. Then if you arrange your files by name, what you will get? You will get your files arranged alphabetically, means in ascending order or descending order from A to Z or Z to A. Item type means in this the files are arranged according to their type: video files, image files, document files. Date modified means according to the dates on which they were modified. Let us sort the files in alphabetical order. So you have to click on blank area of the desktop. A shortcut menu appears. Point to the sort by option and click on the name sub option. The icons will be arranged in an alphabetical order. Let's see. Right click, sort by name. So see the changes. The files have been changed. Again, sort by size according to size. Then it has the largest size and it has the smallest. Or item type, or you can use date modified. So I will prefer this item type. Okay. So this is the way you can sort your files. I hope you understood well all these points which I have explained you in this chapter. And if you have any doubt or query, you can just message me in my WhatsApp number. And goodbye to you all. Take care. And soon I will upload my next video for this chapter. Till then, take care. Goodbye.